Welcome back to Dark Souls 3, everybody. Today's game session beverage I chose based on the can. It fit the vibes of this area. It's an Einstock toasted porter, coffee infused, and I like to add a little extra shot of cold brew to bring out the coffee even more in it. So it's a good beer, even better with a little extra coffee. Cheers. And we're going to do things a little backwards today. So we're going to start with the Friede fight, and then we'll back up, and I'll show you a few things I like about the painted world. Friede's theme is one of my favorites from any of the OSTs of the Souls games, but I've decided to make some custom boss music for the fight today. So I've taken 3 very different renditions of her song by 3 very talented people that I found on YouTube.
My foil, right away.
And I've spliced them together in a way that I feel fits the 3 phases of the boss fight well. So I hope you enjoy.
I will snuff out these ashes for good.
Alright, it's been a while, but I actually feel pretty confident about this fight. It's all about patience. Okay, where are you going now? Straight behind. Easy enough? Phase 1 down. 2 to go. guess it's just me now. But I'm still feeling pretty good. I like my chances. Just can't get caught up in a wombo combo. Come on now. Too close. Okay, don't choke. It's time to end this. No. I've ran out of talent. Oh, that was a mistake. Gotcha. Okay, a few things I like in the painted world now. Here's a look at my gear. I've got a sharp flamberge, and I found that this particular pairing of the Silver Knight chest and the cleric trousers results in this weird texture issue. And I like that nonsense right there. The Farron followers and the wolves in this area might have the best AI in the game, or at least the most interesting. They're kind of similar. They both kind of hunt in packs. The wolves in particular have lots of different actions depending on how many there are and what's going on. In this case, they will wait for Mama Wolf and kind of try to surround you, and will only attack if you get very close to them. Like I said, some of the best AI in the game. Poor pupper. Now, if you've never used the rapport spell, oh man, before there were spirit summons, there was rapport. I think it's a really cool spell. Potentially my favorite across all the games. It essentially lets you make most enemies your pet for a while. It does have the potential to trivialize portions of the game, but I find it very enjoyable to use sparingly. I have a little bit of a unorthodox build that I plan on experimenting with when I do Lothric Castle, which I think will be up next. I'm a big fan of these two random encounters with the Great Wolf. I actually enjoy them more than the Grave Tinder fight, I think. The fact that the Great Wolf shows up in the boss fight with less health if you take it out in these two random encounters is a really cool mechanic though. And see, once you take the big wolfie out, Little pups want no part of you. I like this bridge because it makes me think of my favorite Dark Souls game. I've never taken full advantage of this area because I don't really PvP, but I do think it's a really cool boss arena. While this fight plays out, here's some plans I have for the channel, at least in the near term. I want to wrap up this playthrough of Dark Souls 3 in no more than 3 more videos, I think. The first one will be a challenge run-ish that I have planned for Lothric Castle. So that's going to be more of a hangout, long form, mostly unedited type of thing. Then I'll probably do a housekeeping episode, just wrapping up anything that I want to do before ending the game. And then I want to do a finale where I take on Gale and the Lord of Cinder. I'm not sure in which order yet. And I have a very special craft beverage that I've been saving specifically for that finale. Very excited about that. And then after that, I'm going to step away from video games for a while, at least recording them. And the next thing I plan to do is actually a series of reviews, or maybe just like nerdy deep dives into basically the entire collection of Studio Ghibli, or Ghibli, if you prefer to say it like that. So I'm currently building a collection of Blu-rays, and my plan is to take maybe a week or two and just get unreasonably deep into each one and document that all here. I like this slide because, just like the bridge, it reminds me of my favorite Souls game. I'm a fan of both of the variants of these Corvian Knights, because after a few hundred hours, there's just not much that intimidates you. But these guys, I actually feel a little fear every time I have to face them. And I respect that. One of my favorite starting runs in this game is to rush this DLC. Cheese Mr. Wilhelm here. Take his Onyx Blade, and then become a OP Pyromancer early on. But he's also just a really strong and fun NPC fight.
Forgive me, my lady. I swore an oath, but I have failed you.
Okay, my favorite thing to do in this area is to combine the Slumbering Dragon Crest Ring with Hidden Body to obtain levels of sneakiness that Sekiro can only dream of. I mean, check this out right here. Unbelievable. It's possible that because this area is covered in snow, that these visibility effects work even better than they do in other areas. Or perhaps just these enemies, these fan followers, are more weak to it, I don't know. But watch how fast these guys lose aggro once I reapply Hidden Body. That's just ridiculous. As far as I know, though, the wolves are completely immune to it. They can just see you all the time. Okay. That's it. We're done. A bit anticlimactic, I guess, but sometimes it's better for things to just